We have breaking news about recommended indictments in the Georgia Trump probe. Breaking news tonight out of the criminal Trump probe in Georgia, and it sounds big. I'm going to walk it through with you. The grand jury is recommending multiple indictments, and that news tonight is from an on-the-record source. We hear a lot about leaks and sources of anonymous people and the two-source rule. What is breaking news right now is on the record. The head of that Georgia grand jury speaking out for the first time, which feeds questions and speculation tonight about who exactly is now being potentially recommended for indictment there. This is the first ever inside account of the inner workings of the Georgia grand jury. If you're thinking, well, you've heard a lot about it, you've heard about the report, we've covered it. I'm just going to tell you this once because this is the only time I'm going to say it, because this is the only time it's happened first. This is the first time we've had a grand juror speak out, and at that, the foreperson. This is the only known state criminal probe into Trump's election activities. The jury's leader, or foreperson, now today for the first time speaking out in a series of interviews, first to the AP, then to the New York Times, and it is making waves, announcing for the first time the fact that she says this grand jury recommended indictments for multiple people on a range of charges. Now, after what felt like a sudden set of print interviews, I mean, people woke up in the legal and news world today going, oh, the foreperson speaking out? The legal world, the Trump world, everyone went into overdrive, I could tell you that. And NBC's Blaine Alexander got the big TV news interview here with the foreperson, Emily Kohrs. Here's an excerpt of the big interview.
It's not a short list. We saw 75 people, and there are 6 pages of the report cut out, I think, if you look at the page numbers. So it's not...
So we're talking about more than a dozen people?
I would say that, yes.
Okay. Are these recognizable names, names that people would know?
There are certainly names that you would recognize, yes. There are names also that you might not recognize.
That's brand new, courtesy of NBC Nightly News. It is big news that over a dozen people were recommended for indictment. This is the first inside account of a process that we've been following for about 2 years to ever go public. Now, I told you I'd walk you through what this means. The legal decision over who is indicted and for what is up to the DA, Fani Willis. This is the new information we have. The New York Times also asking about whether this grand jury recommended an indictment of Donald Trump. And that same juror I just showed you gave this answer, quote, "You're not going to be shocked. It's not rocket science. You won't be too surprised." Well, I guess that depends on who you are and what you find surprising. It is a vague answer, and it appears to be an attempt to sort of answer the question without answering it. And that brings us to another facet of this story. It is odd to have these indictment recommendations leaking out like this. There are strict rules that limit what grand jurors can disclose, all of them including the foreperson. Right now in Georgia, a court is in charge of which parts of the grand jury report are released or held secret. You heard the foreperson reference that. And so there is a process question here of how and why this is coming out, very interesting. And there's a substantive question that is even more significant, which is, are people you've heard of, as the foreperson put it, people like Mark Meadows or Rudy Giuliani, are they about to face indictments, criminal indictments? Does any of this get all the way up to Donald Trump if the not surprising culmination is those people in a co-conspiracy as co-conspirators with Trump? Or, and again, I want you always to understand exactly what we know and don't know, or is this some sort of process where people are speaking out who aren't in charge and no one will be indicted at all until and if the DA acts?